Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Sarah, and you're listening to another episode of our English learning podcast. If you're trying to improve your English speaking skills, you're in the right place. Today's episode is all about helping you sound more natural in everyday conversations. We're going to share 70 daily conversation phrases that English speakers use all the time. These are simple, useful, and you'll hear them in real life, at work, at school, or just chatting with friends.
Hey guys, I'm Jimmy, and I'm really excited about this episode. These are not the kind of phrases you learn in a textbook. These are the real, everyday expressions that make you sound more like a native speaker. Whether you're buying coffee, asking for help, or just saying hello, we've got you covered. So grab a notebook, write down what you hear, and try to repeat after us. It's a great way to practice. And don't forget, if you enjoy this content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode.
Exactly, Jimmy. Now, let's dive in. We'll go through these phrases in small groups and explain how and when to use them. The first group is about greetings and introductions. These are things you say when you meet someone.
All right, here we go. Phrase number 1. Hi, how are you? This is probably the most common greeting in English. It's finally casual and you can use it with anyone. And a good reply could be, I'm good, thanks. And you? You see how natural that sounds?
Yes, and if you want to be a bit more casual, you can also say, hey, what's up? Or how's it going? These are informal, but people use them all the time with friends or coworkers. The response could be something like, not much, just relaxing, or I'm doing well, thanks. Simple, right?
Very simple. Okay, phrase number 4. Nice to meet you. This is perfect for first-time meetings. If someone introduces themselves, you can smile and say, nice to meet you. It shows respect and friendliness.
Absolutely. And when you're leaving, don't forget polite ways to say goodbye, like see you later or take care. These are common phrases that leave a good impression. Oh, and have a nice day is another warm way to end a short conversation.
Let's move on to the second group. These are everyday small talk phrases, the kind of things you say to make friendly conversation.
Right, like phrase number 10. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? This is a great way to start a light chat, especially when talking about the weather. Or you can say something like, did you watch the game last night? If you want to talk about sports or something recent.
Another good one is, how was your weekend? That's a very common Monday question at work or school. You can also ask, got any plans for the weekend? These are nice ways to connect with people without getting too personal.
Exactly. And here's a friendly phrase, I love your shirt, or that's a nice bag. Compliments are a great way to start a conversation. Just remember to smile and keep it polite.
All right, now let's move to phrases you can use when you need help or information. This is important if you're traveling or living in an English-speaking country.
Yes, here's a must-know. Excuse me, can you help me? This is polite and clear. Or you can ask, where is the nearest bus stop? Or how do I get to the airport? These are super useful when you're in a new city or country.
And if you're in a store or restaurant, you might say, can I ask you something? Or do you have this in a medium size? These are helpful phrases that make your experience much smoother.
That's right. And don't forget these basic but powerful words, please, thank you, and sorry. Saying, sorry, I didn't catch that, or could you repeat that, please? Can really help if you didn't understand something.
Let's keep going. Now we'll look at phrases for making plans or inviting someone. These are great for building friendships or being social.
Yes, you can say something like, do you want to grab coffee sometime? Or let's hang out this weekend. If someone invites you and you agree, you can say, sure, that sounds great. Or yeah, I'd love to. And if you can't go, here's a polite way to say no. I'm sorry, I can't make it. Or maybe another time. These are important because sometimes you have to say no, but in a nice way.
Exactly. Speaking of being polite, we should talk about some expressions that show good manners in English. These are things that make people feel respected.
Good idea. One very useful phrase is after you. You can use this when opening a door or letting someone go ahead of you. It's a small gesture, but very kind. Also, bless you when someone sneezes. That's a classic.
Yes, and if someone says thank you, you can reply with you're welcome or no problem. And if you bump into someone or make a mistake, you can say I'm really sorry about that. These simple words go a long way in everyday life. Now, let's talk about phrases for the workplace or school. Things you might say to coworkers, classmates, or teachers.
Right. Phrases like, can I ask a quick question? Or do you have a minute? Are polite ways to get someone's attention. If you're in a meeting, you might say, I agree with that idea. Or, I'm not sure I understand. Can you explain it again?
And don't forget this one. Let's take a break. Or, I need a coffee. These are casual but common at work. Also, if you're giving your opinion, you can say, I think we should try a different approach. It's polite but confident.
These are great. And we're just getting started. In part 2 of this episode, we'll continue with even more daily phrases, including ones for restaurants, shopping, emergencies, and expressing feelings.
So don't go anywhere. We've got lots more to share, and these phrases will help you speak English with more confidence every single day. And again, if you're enjoying this podcast, hit like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who's also learning English.
Yes, it really helps our channel grow and lets us bring you more helpful content. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with part 2.
All right, so let's keep going. Now we're getting into some of the most useful phrases for when you're eating out or ordering food. Whether you're in a restaurant, cafe, or even just grabbing something to go, these phrases will come in handy.
Yes, a great one to start with is, I'd like a coffee, please. This is a polite and simple way to order something. You can also say, can I see the menu, please? Or, what do you recommend? These help when you're not sure what to choose or you want to try something new.
And once you've eaten, you might hear someone say, can we get the check, please? Or, could I pay by card? These are super common phrases when you're ready to pay. If the service was good, it's always nice to say, that was delicious. Thank you. It leaves a positive impression.
Definitely. And now let's move on to shopping-related phrases. Whether you're in a store, market, or mall, there are some basic things you'll want to say. For example, how much is this is something every learner should know. Or, is this on sale if you're looking for a discount?
Yes, and if you're not sure about the size or color, you can ask, do you have this in a different size? Or, can I try this on if you're shopping for clothes? These phrases make the experience easier and help you get what you want.
And here's something useful. If you're not ready to buy yet, just say, I'm just looking, thanks. It's polite and tells the salesperson you're browsing. If you decide to buy, you might say, I'll take this one. Nice and simple.
All right, now let's talk about something important. Emergencies or urgent situations. Even as a beginner, it's good to know some key phrases just in case.
Absolutely. One of the most important is, I need help. That's direct and gets attention fast. If there's a medical issue, you can say, I need a doctor or call an ambulance, please. These might be rare situations, but it's good to be prepared.
Yes, you can also say, I lost my bag or I can't find my phone. These are useful if you've misplaced something. And if you're talking to a police officer or official, try, can you help me please? I don't speak much English. It shows you're trying and most people will be patient.
Right. People are usually kind when they see you're doing your best. Now let's switch to something lighter, talking about how you feel. Expressing emotions is a big part of daily life, even in a new language.
Yes, one of the most common phrases is, I'm tired. Simple but honest. Or, I'm hungry. And I'm not feeling well. These are good to know if you're with others and want to explain how you feel.
And on the positive side, you can say, I'm happy today, or that makes me smile. These little expressions help people connect with you emotionally. If something bad happens, a simple, I'm sorry to hear that, can show empathy and kindness.
Another useful phrase is, I'm a little nervous. It's helpful before a meeting or presentation. Or, I'm excited when you're looking forward to something. These are real human expressions that help build trust in conversations.
Exactly. Now let's look at phrases that show agreement or disagreement. Sometimes we need to express our opinion clearly. For example, if you agree with someone, say, I think you're right, or that's true. These show you're engaged and supportive.
And if you don't agree, you can still be polite. Say something like, I'm not sure about that, or I see it differently. It's okay to disagree. Just stay respectful. Another good one is, that's an interesting point. It's a nice way to keep the conversation open, even if you don't agree completely.
Now, how about some basic phone call or message phrases? In today's world, a lot of communication happens on the phone or online. A very common phrase is, can you hear me, especially if the signal isn't great?
Yes, and when answering a phone call, you can say, hello, this is Jimmy. That's a professional and clear way to start. If you're not available, you might say, can I call you back later? Or, I'm in a meeting right now.
In text messages or emails, you might use, let me know when you're free, or thanks for your message. These are great for casual and formal communication. And of course, talk to you soon is a friendly way to end a message or call.
We're getting close to the end, but before we wrap up, let's quickly mention some useful phrases when meeting someone new, especially in social situations.
Good idea. You can say, so what do you do? To ask about someone's job. Or where are you from? To get to know someone's background. People also ask, what do you like to do in your free time? It helps you learn about their hobbies.
And when the conversation ends, you can say, it was nice talking to you, or let's keep in touch. These little phrases make your English sound more natural and confident. The more you use them, the better you'll get.
Exactly. And remember, friends, you don't need to memorize all 70 phrases today. Just start with a few that feel useful to you. Practice them out loud and slowly add more. Learning a language is like building a puzzle. Piece by piece, it gets easier.
Yes, and don't worry about mistakes. Everyone makes them. What matters is that you keep speaking, keep listening, and keep trying. And guess what? You're doing amazing already just by being here and learning with us.
Before we go, we just want to remind you, if you found this podcast helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with your favorite phrase from today's episode. We love hearing from you.
And share this video with a friend who's learning English too. Let's build a learning community together. Thanks for hanging out with us, and remember, keep practicing every day.
We'll see you next time with more easy English, real conversations, and useful tips. Until then, take care and happy learning!